Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. And of course, thank you for waiting for a few minutes. I was just trying to put a few things together. But as you join in, guys, kindly give me thumbs up if you can hear me, or just say yes, say something positive to let me know that you can hear me so that we can start the chat. Can you hear me, guys? Let me know. I'm just watching the chat. When I get confirmation that you can hear me, then we are going to launch the chat. Thank you, Birgit. Thank you for confirming. Hello, my sister Amina. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Hello, Ashok Kumar. Guys, just confirm with thumbs up that you can hear me. And then we hit the button, or we start. Peters Okenyi. Thank you, my brother. All right. Thank you. Two Peters joining at the same time. Peters Okenyi, Peter Rogers. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the interaction of yesterday and all the appreciations. That is going a long way, guys. So once again, hello and welcome to today's special live stream. I'm very excited until I cannot say live stream. That's how good I am feeling right now. So guys, so let me know if you're watching this live or catching the replay later. You are actually in the right place. So today we're diving deep into a topic that affects everyone in today's digital age. Everyone, especially the little guy in the building like you and myself. And the topic says digital, it's talking about digital liberation. That is what Mr. Mufareh is about to do to us. That is what he is working on behind the scenes, 24 hours round the clock, right? Now, what do I mean by that? I'm talking about the freedom from the barriers that hold people, barriers that hold businesses and institutions back in the digital world, right? And there's one name that is revolutionizing this space. Who else if not Mr. Mufareh himself? And he is what he's a visionary, and his business is quite revolutionary. So stick with me, guys, as we unpack this powerful concept and see why Mr. Mufareh's vision is more than just a business opportunity. It is actually a digital liberation toolkit, right? It's a digital liberation toolkit that has something for everyone. You know, we cannot emphasize this enough, we cannot repeat this enough, because this is what people have been searching for, and they thought that it was only a myth. There could never be a situation like that. And right now, here we are facing it. So let me know in the chat where you're watching from. Drop a comment if you've heard of Ash Mufareh before and this opportunity. Are you new here, or are you curious, or maybe you're inside already but you're still trying to make sense of it? Let's make this quite interactive. Let's go to work together. Say something in the chat, ask a question, make a contribution, say what this topic means to you. Do you agree with me that this is actually a revolutionary or a liberation toolkit, a digital liberation toolkit that Mr. Mufareh is putting together for us, for you and myself? So let's go to work, guys. So when we're looking at this, let's break this into tiny bits, bite sizes. I don't know how to say this so that we can get it even much better. You know, we're talking here about liberation from tech inequality, right? Ash Mufareh said it best, like no one else would. He says, we're shaping up, not as a network marketing company, not as a tools or digital marketing company. We are shaping up as one of the main giants, a total business solutions. So when you hear about the main giants, we have been hearing about giants in the house. We have been hearing about giants in the tech world. You can name them if you want to. But when Ash stands up and tells you clearly, I'm coming to make a difference, I am bringing you that liberation, I'm putting that toolkit in front of you that is giving you that freedom to do that thing that you want to do. Know that he means exactly what he's saying. He means every word. For those of us who have known him for so many years, since 2018, we can testify that we know exactly what Ash is doing, and we can agree that indeed it is a digital liberation toolkit, right? That matters because most people and small businesses, they can't afford high-end digital tools. We have heard our brothers from the tech industry try to break this down to us, and we understand, we're listening from those who are breaking this down to us from the marketing perspective, and we get a deeper understanding of what all of these things mean to us as individuals, as families, as communities, as start-up business, and those who even just want to start up something. There is something for you, So large corporations, they dominate with access to advanced tech, while many individuals and organizations get left behind for so many reasons, like we have already learned. Either it's complicated, it's difficult to access, it's expensive, it's meant for a particular group and grade of people. When Mr. Mufareh comes and says, hey, listen, we can do it together, and that is why we are here. So guys, I just want to check again. By now, everybody should know that I am bad at multitasking. So if I am not giving shout out, it doesn't mean that I'm ignoring you. It's just because I'm not able to talk and then see who is contributing at the same time. But I'm going to try my best at some point to make sure that I pick up some comments and then do a few shout outs, right? So thank you. So guys, let's do this together, So we know that what I'm talking about, because large corporations, again, they have dominated the access because they have it all. They have the might, the financial might, they have the the technology, the techie guys, and all of those things. But now here is our opportunity. What Ash is doing, he has evened out the playing field. So he evens out this playing field by offering enterprise grade tools at a fraction of the cost, just at something significant, all bundled up in a single ecosystem. This is what you would say du jamais vu, right? Because even those who have been existing before today, they give it out in bits, maybe so that they make more money of whatever reason, which they know, which we all do know. But Ash, he doesn't only give it to us, he doesn't only give us the state of the art of it all, but then he gives it in a bundle, right? So take it, this is it in a single, in an ecosystem. Bear with me, guys. If there's noise at the background, know that my daughter chooses to cook only when I am live. So guys, we just want to be happy here, because there is no such thing anymore as tech overwhelm. There's no more paying for 20 different apps and getting confused and getting overwhelmed. So if you've been listening to me recently, I have surrendered myself to you. I'm that guy that if we're working together on a project in a team and we have to open all of those apps lined up, how many windows open here and there, I get confused, I get overwhelmed, I mess up the work, I mess up the team. You don't intend to do that, but sometimes when you work and you start getting tired, those things do happen. But Ash makes it in such a way that you have it all in one place, and this is what makes that difference. This is what gives us that liberation that we are talking about. So now I have a question, right? What digital tool do you, watching me now, what digital tool do you currently pay for monthly? And would you rather have one solution that does it all, or are you comfortable with paying here and there and there and there? It is not only overwhelming when you are working, it is also costly. That is why Ash makes it different. He's so wise. I think his wisdom is unmatched, because he knows putting it all together, I cut the price, I cut the time, I do everything. So liberation like nobody has experienced any time before now. So this takes also another form of liberation, which is that of setting you free from repetitive work. So automation is not just a buzzword, it's the new standard, right? And Mr. Mufareh and his team, they will help you and myself to automate marketing, like marketing emails, like ads, CRM, lead generation, website building, customer follow-up, and more. We are not saying that he is coming to reinvent the wheel. We are not saying that he's doing something that is not there already, because we already have them. But we know that what Mr. Mufareh is doing here, his interest is on you and my well-being, and not on money and not on profit. So Ash is that person who places people before profit. That is where he is making the difference. Ash makes it, this is a giant technology company, that he makes it a humanitarian movement, because his mission is not to make profit, Not that he ignores profit, because he wants just a bit enough profit to be able to share with you and myself things that other people did not do. That is what sets him as apart, and nobody beats that yet. I'm not saying nobody can, but then I don't think, to the best of my knowledge, nobody beats that yet. So this free you to do what humans do best. You have time to think. The time that you should have used in repeating the same thing over and over and over, get bored, get tired, and start making mistakes. You have a cool head, and you have time to think, you have time to create, you have time to connect, you have time to even travel, you have time to do a bit more than, when if you were just stuck out there, just sit there 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out, for 40, 37, 35 years, retire with almost little or nothing, right? So imagine an institution that spends 20 hours a week, sending reminders, managing spreadsheets, and manually responding to queries. Well, with this business, with Mr. Mufareh's ecosystem, that same institution could run those processes 24/7 without lifting a finger, right? We know that we have these things here. What again what Mr. Mufareh brings to table is, he looks at all of those ones, sees the loopholes, you see where you have gaps, and he fills them. Say, listen, I really do love this product. I love that. But what if I give you one that is quite effective, that 24 hours round the clock, you have precise answers, you have quality responses and things like that, and you still live, very satisfied, and you are happy that you are using this service, you are using this product, right? So what would you do if you had 10 extra hours a week? I think let's stop and discuss this. Listen, I'll go crazy. I love being with my kids. We will have these 10 extra hours a week. We'll go places, even if it just means going to the park and playing football with the boys, like every day. Or we go to the park, the next day we go to walk around and see the city. Sometimes you live in a place where you were either born and bred, or you live in a place for many, many years. You don't know the neighborhoods, you don't know where what is or who is and stuff like that, just because you don't have that time. So let's discuss this. What would you do with extra free 10 hours a week? Let me know in the comments, guys. And so again, it gets even more exciting when we look at Mr. Mufareh's Liberation Toolkit from the perspective of liberation from paycheck dependence. If you've never been there, I have been there, and even worse, right? Because sometimes I go times and times without even the paycheck, right? You know how difficult it is when you live paycheck to paycheck. If you don't know, meet me privately, because I don't have time now to explain you how bad it feels, right? And what Ash is doing now, so in his business, there's a model for residual income. I think there's something like that. I might not be using, I think Ash has a better way of putting this. Guys, let's work on this together. Let me have a quick look and see who is there, and let's see what better word can we replace residual income with, because I think that Ash has a better way of putting it, of saying this, and I think that we should learn how to do that. If I don't know it now and somebody gives it to me later on, I'll still ask the team what's the better way of putting residual income, because I'm not sure if that's how Ash puts it. But then there's a way of having that income continuously flowing and keeping it going. There's nothing more worse than living, especially having a family, and you have to wait for the next paycheck. Sometimes you run short before the month goes to an end. That is not a life. But then Mufareh says we can fix it, and here we are. He works 24 round the clock because he thinks that he can fix it, and of course it is working, guys. So I am just so happy that you are contributing. It's really helping, because I feel that I am not by myself sitting here, so I'm really happy about that. So listen, this is not just the type. If I'm getting distracted because I've got a few noises at the background, but I think we can still work with this, right? So we already know before now, when we know those who joined this in the days when I used to give people the opportunity to join, to be part of this business, right? We when you leverage the AI tools and the community structure, you unlock the possibility of earning while you sleep. And I remember how when we used to do contribution presentations, we would borrow from the Warren Buffett and the other ones, when you say, if you cannot find a way to make money while you sleep, you are going to work until you die. And then I always in my place, I do always like appreciate what Warren Buffett said. But then I think that what was lacking was showing people how to earn money while they sleep. But then from what Mr. Mufareh has been promising us, from what he is doing, we can deduce that already that opportunity is at hand. And that is what we call liberation. That is when we finally see the liberation in action. This is not hype. I always want to take a disclaimer. It's not hype. I am not asked to do this. I'm not paid to do this. I don't have to do it. Some of us have taken upon ourselves to come out here and do this every day, myself and the family, the community that we're communicating with in the chat, because this is such an exciting community. We have burnt money, we have watched good sums of money go down the drain and never come back, right? So why we are sharing this is just because we want you to know. And if you are here that you just stumbled on this, whether live or watching the replay, then this is what you are looking for. Know that we promise you it. Watch this space, watch any other space where you watch people, you listen to people talk about this opportunity, because it's coming. Mr. Mufareh, the CEO, and his team, they are quite busy at work, just putting things together for you and myself. This liberation, this digital liberation toolkit is something that you definitely want to be part of, whether as a startup business, whether as a small business, medium-sized or giant business. There is something for someone in this ecosystem, with what we used to call go-founders in those days, we call affiliates or whatever, the model and automated business framework. You don't trade time for money anymore. That is what we know as of since 2018 till now. But so much has changed. But when anything changes with Mr. Mufareh, it only changes for the better. There's so much excitement in the air now, especially that he gets quite busy and goes a bit silent for a while. Then the moment he comes back, he drops a bombshell, and everybody is like, wow, So you build once and benefit continuously. That is what Ash has been promising us, and we know him as a man of integrity, because whatever thing he has ever promised us, he comes back and confirms that this is it. This is what level I am at, and we are definitely going to get there. And he comes back and reassures us that we are gradually getting there, one step at a time, So whether you're a single parent, a retiree, a graduate, or a stay-at-home mom, this business allows you to earn without clocking in, right? Sometimes parents, especially stay-at-home mom or whatever situation you are in, nobody just wants to live and be dependent, especially nowadays, the 21st century, where so much is happening. So, people need money, you just to have a good life of your own, when you can fend for yourself, or you can be able to help even the next person close to you, right? So who of us here dreams of earning without punching a clock? Give me a freedom in the chat if you are one of those. Let's discuss this. It gets excited when they say things that I really like and I'm looking forward to, and if you want to look about liberation for entrepreneurs, know that it's equally present in Mr. Mufareh's business. Entrepreneurs always wear 15 hats: marketing, accounting, sales, content creation, customer service, on and on and on. You can go. But what Ash does, he helps you automate many of those roles. So when you automate them now, that is when you have time. That is when you have the extra 10 free hours a week. Tell us what you do with. That is when you finally see people doing business from the beach, from the Caribbean, or wherever you want to be. It is yours just when you get this done, right? No need to hire a team from day one. You can start lean, you can start really lean, really small, and then you scale with confidence, because all of the technical part of the work, Ash does it for you. That's the good news here, because so many of us are excited. If you listen to my friend Andy Burks, he says what keeps him going and waiting with excitement is the fact that the bits that he has always wanted to know how to do so that he can be a guru too in the digital world, he has never been able to do it, because sometimes you buy even books, they make things even more difficult for you. You buy courses online, they make things even more complicated for you. But Ash says, I am going to do all of the technical parts. I just give it to you. You just click and get it done. You click and just get there, and it's done for you, right? So I think this is such an excitement. So it's not just a toolkit, it is a business partner. That's what Ash is doing to us. Entrepreneurs, what does eat up most of your time weekly? If there's an entrepreneur in the house, we would like to know from you. Tell us something in the chat, whether you're watching live or you're watching later on. So guys, let's keep going, and let's think about liberation from non-profits and faith-based organizations. So most non-profits and ministries, they struggle with tech access and visibility, but Ash provides tools to create awareness campaigns, manage donors, communicate via email, and organize virtual events, all of them automated. And he equally promises he is going to give them as a ridiculously almost no price when it comes to giving to non-profits and people who are out to uplift humanity. This is the beauty about this whole thing, because you cannot believe, guys, that this man, he's not sleeping. He goes on and on and on and on just to help people, across the globe. Imagine building a campaign that runs itself. You can even you can focus on serving your people while the campaign goes on and on and on. When you get a signal, you get an alert, you turn, you say, oh my God, there is something, and guys, team, there's much for us. Let's keep going, let's keep supporting, let's keep giving, and stuff like that. And that's what humanity is dying for. Because after we joined this business, and me listening to so many people, I've discovered that nobody is bad. Sometimes we judge people wrongly. Sometimes people don't help, not because they do not want to, but just because they are struggling. Because after listening to so many people, I've realized that everybody has that soft place in their heart which says, do something good to somebody. But how do you do it? Again, in my village, in my country, they say the tortoise likes boxing, but the arms are short, But this time around, if we're getting our arms lengthened, then listen, let us just watch and see real people, the real followers of Mr. Mufareh, change lives, beginning from their families to their communities and beyond the four corners of this globe, right? So let's look at liberation from schools, colleges, and training institutions. Digital learning is here to stay, whether we like it or not, and it's very convenient, guys. I don't know. Let's discuss this. I think almost everybody by now would have at least done a course, a short course, a crash course, or something online. It's so convenient because I just like doing things that I work around my children. You sit here and do a study from whatever level to PhD or whatever if you want. There's one of the universities here who does what you call blended studies in nursing. You are a nurse, but you do the blended learning system, so you don't have to spend a lot of time traveling to the university and back. Ash is making even much easier from the way he's building his products and doing all of those things for us. That is the liberation that we are talking about. So Ash brings everything under one roof again: video conferencing, student management, communication, analytics, and even AI powered content. So how do you spell liberation? If you cannot agree with me on this and what Ash is doing, institutions can now educate globally without losing control of quality. And this touches me deep down. Me, I represent one of the people who are coming from the third world countries. I am African, you can tell. I know what our parents go through. They sell family property, landed property, they sell every bit of thing, they borrow money just for one child from the family to study abroad so that they can make money and take care of the entire family. Oops, the moment you get here, you manage to study, it is never the case, Because where are the jobs? How much do you get from the job? Do you pay the debts? Do you take care of your own self? Do you pay the bills? Where do your parents end? What about the debts? What about the family properties they've sold? But Ash says it is over with, right? Because Africans, and not only Africans, I just want to be fair here, especially from the all the third world countries. People are very, very educated. They love education. Everybody wants to even go hungry just to educate a child. And this comes a moment where every child would have an opportunity to go to school. Back home, there are children, some children who leave the primary school, for example, they really want to study, they want to go further. They can't, and they are forced to go and learn a trade at a 12, 11 years old because there's no money to put them in the secondary school, to high school, universities, and stuff like that. But then Ash brings quality education with all the data protection and all of those things put together in one place for affordable prices, considering every and anybody at all. So, how do you spell liberation? And what form of liberation you can ever think of that you want to attain? I think Mr. Mufareh has it customized for you in his ecosystem. So, guys, I just want this to be let's be interactive. I want to know what people say about this. So let's keep going and let's look about the liberation from limited vision. Ash Mufareh always reminds us that this is a life journey. I want you to enjoy it with us, not to look back, not to look around. This isn't just about business, it's about expanding your mindset. So Ash's ecosystem gives you a new lens, to dream, to scale, to serve globally. Whether you're a local teacher, a global coach, a retiree, or a dreamer from a remote village, you are covered. That is the beauty of everything. I talk to a lot of people, especially from back home. There is a big sister that I talk with a lot. She is a proprietor. She is a wonderful woman. Listen, I just love what she's doing out there. She's got a school, and so we talk a lot. And she loves her teachers. She takes so much good care of us. She got so much passion and so on. I'm just each time we discuss, I tell her that listen, what you are doing here, because when you see how she behaves, she interacts with her teachers, you know that they love and respect her so much. And these are people who are dedicated. They have the calling for nation building to raise these children. No matter how much money they make, they will only make satisfaction when they walk through the door and write the chalk on the chalkboard and talk to children. So when this time comes, there's going to be that freedom, because they will not only teach in that classroom, they will teach all over the world and still have all of that time. And sometimes you have time until you'll be bored. And when you get bored, or what you are not allowed to be bored, especially that you have time and don't have anything to do, because fields are wide, harvests are waiting. Fields here are not only in terms of people struggling. Fields are those children. Those are young leaders of tomorrow. Those are leaders of the country, of that country. You have the calling to take care of them. Now you have what you need, financial wise and everything. You are comfortable. You have more time to do more research, get more knowledge, and impart into your children. Give them quality education. Look at it when you retire and say, yes, that is my product. Yes, my country looks beautiful because I've contributed to it in this way, thanks to what Mr. Mufareh is doing to us. Guys, I can go on and on and on and on, but I have a question. Are you tired of paying for 5 to 10 software tools every month? Or do you want to earn income while helping others rise? If that's your thing, we want to discuss that in the chat. Are you looking for a unified, future-proof solution, maybe for your business or institution? Let us discuss this in the chat. On passive, as we call it now. I know that Ash is looking for a beautiful another name, but if it popped up now, I use it. Then this might just be the liberation toolkit for you. That toolkit that you need, because people sit sometimes and you bite your finger. God, I wish I could do this. I could just sit on my laptop and do A, B, C, D. This is that time. So, guys, if you're watching this and you want to know more, comment toolkit below. I know this is for the new person in the building. Just say Toolkit, and we will be after you, either myself or anybody watching you, even you are watching the recording. Check the video description for a link. Yeah, when time comes, definitely we'll be here to help you in any way at all to be part of this movement, right? So don't forget to like if you find it useful, share and subscribe for more deep dives like this every day if we can afford the time. Invite a business owner. Why not invite a pastor, invite a teacher, or an NGO leader to watch this replay? And I believe they are going to thank you after watching this, right? This platform was built for the people because Empowerment Network here, this platform was inspired by Mr. Mufareh, got inspired or got empowered the very minute I got a hang of what this whole movement was. I thought that that was that thing I needed. That was that thing my family needed. That was that thing my community needed, my country, and of course, the entire world. And so, what we do here is empower ourselves, empower one another. So, let's use it to change the world, one liberated life at a time, right? God bless you guys. See you in the next one. And surely, before I go, I would really like to have a few looks here and there and give shout outs just to say thank you. Because if I can see it all, then I don't intend to ignore anybody or any comment. I really do appreciate when you join in to support me because sometimes I feel like it can be really like, oops, what's she doing there? It's a mad person, but no, I've got a family. That's the beauty of this whole movement. So Peruri, Krishna, thank you for joining and thanks for the support. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Abdul Sattar. Thank you so much. Thank you for the beautiful comments and support all the time. Really appreciate Ashok Kumar. You are always there. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much. You're always there and you pray for Ash all the time. I really love that and appreciate it. Thank you, Birgit. Thank you, Amina. Thank you, thank you. Thanks again, Peters and Peter Rogers. Thank you, guys. Yes, Stephanie Morrison. Thank you, sis. Hello, Georgina. Thank you, sis. I really appreciate you all, Dr. Ruharo. Dr. Ruharu. I'm trying to get where this is from. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Dale Luma. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, my brother Kofi, Georgina again. Let me see. I'm just trying to mention a few names. I'm bad at this, but I'm working hard. I'm trying my best. So, Mr. Mana is here. Hello, everyone. Please like and share. Yeah, sure. Of course, we would like you to support us. So, we're running on 3 channels. Just subscribe to any of the channels that you are watching from, and this helps to give us more exposure, guys. I really appreciate you all. Thank you, Jean. Hi, sis. How are you today? Thank you, guys. Perina Nathaniel, let me see what you say. Mr. Ash is giving us a great opportunity. All in one is something that will help individuals and companies and businesses. Another thing is when you're in, it's a win-win-win. Yes, my brother, I know exactly what you are saying, and that is it. That is it. So, good evening, my dear brother. No, this is a sister of mine, Nukutola. Thank you for joining. All right, if there's noise, then it's time to go. Yes, I know, G. With extra time, you can do crazy stuff, relaxing, reading, gardening, yeah, exploring. And then I like dancing. I can dance for a few hours. I just dance and then I do other crazy stuff, cooking. There's so much we can do with free time. Yeah. Yes, of course. Thank you, guys. Yeah, residual income brings peace of mind indeed, because you know that you are covered for the next day, for the next week, for the next year, and not why not for the future, right? Because what Ash is building here is quite generational. I really appreciate you guys. Ash is working hard so that people juggling family, businesses, educational needs, like myself, can find relief. Sure, sis, you know it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Right. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate you all to appreciate, because nobody can do this by themselves. This business is too big for one individual, especially a tiny person like me. Sister Fatmata, thank you. It's been a while. I'm really glad I saw you yesterday and then today. Thank you. Come again. Yes. All right. Thank you, guys. Yeah, from the beach, from the mountains, from the islands, from the farms, from the cities, wherever we feel most happy, we can fund our business from there. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you guys for joining, and I appreciate you. Let's do this again tomorrow. And if anybody wants to join, even if you're bored watching me do this by myself, then join me tomorrow. Join me any day or every day. I don't mind. I don't mind, guys. Yeah. Oh, let me read from my brother Michelle Champagne. Oh, this is Sister Rose from South Africa. I'm not letting this go. Greetings to you, Sister Cover. Yes, all beautiful family. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, sis. Thanks for jumping in. I've not seen you for a while. I'm happy that you came today. Appreciate that. And my brother Michelle Champagne, as Ash created a company with heart that will help many people in need. Yes, this company will be second to none. It is the new amazing reality. Yes, indeed, indeed. I like that, the new amazing reality. That is so true, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, let us call this a day. I really appreciate it again and see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye, guys.